Greetings, students. Today I'm going to read from Native American testimony. Again, one of my favorites. And this is just chronicling the Indian-white relations from prophecy to the present, 1492 to 1992. The reason I'm starting here is because in September, which is next week, I am going to start teaching the United States history, good old American history. And in order to understand our wonderful history here, we really definitely need to understand the history of the indigenous people of this land. And we'll look at maps on what the maps used to look like before colonizers came to embark upon this land. So I'll just read a few passages, and I'm going to read from another text as well, a couple of quotes, which I believe I've already shared, but we'll see. The celebration of the quincentennial of Columbus's discovery of the Western Hemisphere contains the potential for great reconciliation or immense misunderstanding. The tendency for many Americans will be to celebrate the successes of this invasion while sweeping under the rug the excesses that made it possible. Missing in the celebration will be the indigenous peoples of the Western Hemisphere. We will appear only as faded but familiar stereotypes: the noble savage, the gentle Thanksgiving visitors, and the bloodthirsty barbarians seeking to prevent the civilization of untamed wilderness. The lessons that should have been learned and could have been learned will not be apprehended. So you should let that sink in and think about why I'm actually reading this before we start studying the United States of America's history. I'll leave that for you to reflect on in the Google form, the YouTube Google form. Send the link in the description. The sole requirement for reading and enjoying this collection is that the reader discard presumptions and preconceptions and immerse the soul in the richness of the human condition. The assumption that one party or the other was fated to arrive at its present condition eliminates any possibility of understanding how events occurred and what people felt in the immediate situation and upon later reflection. Again, you will have to let that sink in. The last section I'm going to read from the introduction. This anthology bears witness to those instances when Indians were compelled to turn from their private worlds to interact with new cultures from across the sea. Hopefully, it helps us glimpse what Native Americans have seen and thought as they have coped with the most cataclysmic event in more than 10,000 years of cultural development: the permanent presence of the white man. You can rewind, pause, let it sink in. I'm not going to discuss that because I would like to hear your thoughts, what that means to you, if you need to look words up, if you think you need to write something down, if you're not sure what the word is and you need to sound it out and you have a voice command, Alexa, Google, iPhone, Mac, Apple, whatever it is, look it up. And thanks for watching. I think I can stop it.